You know?
Yes, we are. One person is on. I wonder who that is.
Hi, good afternoon. Two persons are.
Mm-hmm.
Good afternoon. And how do I send the link again?
Okay, so let me go here.
Mm. Is that YouTube Studio?
No, this is just your channel.
Oh, okay. Afternoon, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us today. It's a crazy hot day in Jamaica. Everybody's talking about the heat. It has been like this for about 2 weeks now.
You think so? 2 weeks?
Think
It
so.
feels longer.
Yeah. Hi, Allison. Yeah, it seems longer. It has been very hot.
I feel like it's been hot since June.
Okay. Hi, Bernard. Hi. Thank you for tuning in. Hi, Yvonne. Thank you guys for stopping the Sunday dinner to be here.
Hi, Nadine.
Back in the day, our Sunday dinner would have been ready from 12 o'clock.
Yeah.
Is that the same in your household? Yeah, man, I would have fixed that long time, man. To do breakfast and dinner same time.
Same time.
Yeah. So your dinner ready and waiting for you.
I have a friend who her mom does Sunday dinner, so they'll all come over to the house to eat Sunday dinner.
Mm-hmm.
But Sunday dinner has to be eaten by 2 p.m.
Ouch.
And then by 2 p.m. she locks off the kitchen.
So she wash up plate and everything, and that's it.
The only thing you can get after that is dessert that she's made and juice. That's it.
That's it. Not bad. So the eating stops at 2.
At 2.
And she has everybody come, even though they don't live there, everybody comes back to the house.
She has 4 of them, and they all have to come for Sunday dinner.
Sunday dinner. Mm-hmm. That's very, very good. No matter where they are, drive for the Sunday dinner. That's good. It's a way of keeping them together.
Mm-hmm. My friend's actually away now, so Sunday dinner for her is live streamed.
Oh.
So she says sometimes she's having dinner at like there's 6 hours ahead of her. so when they're eating Sunday dinner, it's a different time for her.
Mm-hmm. Probably just a wake up 5 o'clock.
Yeah, but she has to be there. That's just the house rule.
So what does she make the same dinner, or she just have a little thing going?
Generally she does the same dinner if she has access to what her mom's cooking. So like if she's doing chicken or pork or something that she can easily get, then she'll do that. But like sometimes her mom's making like lamb or something that she just doesn't have access to.
Or she can't make like myself. That lamb would be so
she can't cook.
Oh, she can't cook. All right, so G, thank you for coming on. And GG4. And Nadine is here. You have more, Tony. You need to scroll. Wow, thank you guys. Well, Nadine, you're happy to be first. Oh, good. That's who? Wall Street Trust? No. Wall Street Russ.
Wall Street Russ.
Right. Hi, Wall Street Russ. Girl or boy? So like a boy. These days we're not so sure. But it should be a boy. The name sounds like a boy.
Wall Street Russ?
Yeah.
You can't really tell that they have
the women don't usually call themselves Russ.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Yeah. Hi, Safi. Hi, Kendrick. Thank you for coming on. Good. Anthony. Thank you for coming on. Hi, Janet. All right. So, you know, I'm Claudia and I have Tony on beside me. Those of you who are new, thank you so much for joining us today. Want to wish you and welcome you to Jamaica. Some of you are overseas. Welcome to Jamaica. Very hot. We said Jamaica did hot, but we never know it could I get this hot. I'm not kidding.
I think we say that every summer though.
Yeah, I basically literally hang out in my car these days with the AC. Like I pulled up to Mega Mart and I was like, gosh, I'm gonna come out in the sun to walk over to Mega Mart. I sat there for a good while just answering WhatsApp calls with the AC
I'm
on.
contemplating walking in the sun.
Yeah. Then I got out. Of course, Mega Mart full of AC and everything. So cool. And then I had to come back in the out again in the sun. But we're taking it in stride. It will soon be August and then September, and the rains will come. And we will get over it and move on to something else. That's just life, right?
Mm-hmm.
Nothing stays the same forever. All right, so while we're waiting on others to join us, you can remember you can shoot me the questions now. Lorna came in.
Lauren says, Claudia, it's hot all over the world. People are dying from heat stroke.
Wow. Not staying hydrated, or is it worse? Is it the temperature is higher than in Jamaica? I'll probably guess. Alison says, Miss Davis, would you put down extra money on your down payment? We did something called, what was it? It was a time value of money. Was it cost value of money? Somebody remind me of a term.
Yeah, I think it was.
You know, my brain getting foggy. I'm at the age where my brain is not sharp.
The cost value of money.
Or somebody on the chat remind me what it was that we did. So Alison is asking, would you put down extra down payment on the deposit? So Alison, it depends on what you would be losing. So in other words, let us say the deposit is 1 million, but you actually have 5 million in your bank account.
Mm-hmm.
So if you put the extra 4 million on the deposit, as opposed to use the extra 4 million to put on maybe say a bond, or maybe buy a piece of land, because you could have buy a piece of land for 4 million.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe take the 4 million and go to school and have a return on your investment there in yourself. So it's what would you lose if you put down the extra 4 million? That's what you need to calculate.
What if you don't have any plans? You just have the extra 4 million. Then what you do?
So it's not what you're gaining by putting the 4 million. I'm trying to remember the term. Somebody tell me the term. We did it last week.
Or the week before.
The week before.
If Sophia was here already.
Opportunity cost of money.
Yeah, that sounds familiar, Mom.
Yeah, opportunity cost of money. What would you lose? So let us say the 4 million for the bond. So I think when we did it last time, the bond price was like 12.5%. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So let me see if we can do some maths now. So you said, so let us say you have extra 4 million. You're buying maybe a 30 million house. Or you're buying a 20 million house. Deposit is really 2 million, but you have 6 million. So you have an extra 4 million. Do you put that on a mortgage, or do you keep the 4 million and put it on a bond or a CD or something? Or buy another piece of land for 4 million.
Mm-hmm.
So let us say it's a bond you're going after, 12.5%. That's 500,000 for the year, divided by 12. So you'll be giving up 41,666 per month. So what you need to decide, what am I going to be paying? So if you don't put it on the mortgage,
mm-hmm.
if you don't put it on the bond, you're going to put it on the mortgage as part of the deposit. So you wouldn't be paying a loan on the 4%. Would you? The 4 million. You wouldn't be paying that interest on the 4 million.
But what's that interest?
That interest now is 8.5. So that interest is 8.5. So I could do straight maths. We're not going to do reducing balance maths. We're going to do add-on maths. So it's 8.5% you'd be paying divided by 12. So 28,000 is what you'd be paying. You would not be paying, on the mortgage,
mm-hmm.
because you decide to put the money on the deposit.
Mm-hmm.
However, you're losing 40, how much I said?
41.
You're losing 41,000. Who asked the question again? Alison? Alison, see if you understand where I'm going. Or somebody who did it, opportunity cost of money. It's what you lose that you look at. So you would have lost the opportunity to put the 4 million on a bond that would pay you 12.5% per annum, which works out to $41,000. You lose that opportunity. If you put it on the mortgage, you're gonna be not paying 28,000, was it?
Yeah.
You're gonna be not paying 28,000, right? So technically, I would put it on the bond. And if I want, I use the bond money, pay the 28,000, and I would still have 13,000 leave. My math's not good. Yes. My maths used to be good, guys.
But question, Mom, you still have your bond, right? The original bond money.
Yeah, you still have it 4 million. Every 4 million, plus you get the interest of 41,000. So you remember the money can't be two places at the same time. I remember, guys, you always have to be giving up something to get something. Mm-hmm. So even you yourself, I'm on YouTube Live now. What am I giving up to be on YouTube Live? Giving up watching Fallon Carrington on Dynasty, which is exactly what I want to do when I leave here. Tony's giving up. Which show are you watching now?
The Surrogate.
The Surrogate. She's giving up watching The Surrogate. I'm also, by about 5 o'clock, I'll be giving up my dinner. Because the dinner is supposed to be at 5, right? So what is it that you have to give up to get something? You always have to give up something. If you decide to get married, you're going to have to give up something. You can't have everything. So you might have to give up some of your freedom.
Your bed.
You might have to give up part of your bed.
I think that's the biggest thing.
Right? You probably will have to give up some of your income. You're going to give up your time. You're going to give up something. It can't
your
be
freedom to make decisions.
Yeah, you can't be two places at the same time, right? Mm-hmm. So that is it. The cost benefit analysis is important. Where you decide one thing over the next thing. So Alison, I hope I answered the question. If you were here week before last, we did that. I just gave you an example.
Mom, so what you're saying is that if you have extra money that could possibly go on your deposit, you are to look to see if there's any other investment avenue that you could have taken that would give you a better return on the extra money.
Yeah, because if the bond was 2%, it wouldn't make sense.
Right.
Right, everybody?
So that we have to check first.
Right. So you always have to know, if I do this, what happens? If I do that, what happens? And technically, if you do that with your life, you will find that you'll make better decisions. So if I go to the movie now at 5:30, as opposed to studying for my exam tomorrow, and the truth is, the consequence is not always immediate. Mm-hmm. It's down the road. So if every time you must go study your book, you watch Dynasty, you watch Suits like what I was doing before I was watching Dynasty. You gotta sit up on the veranda, gaze in a space, or up on YouTube hangout, just watch endless reels. Like sometimes I do that too. But yeah, what am I giving up? You must know what it is you're giving up, and if you're prepared to deal with the consequences. So like right now, I am not doing my exercise as I should. So I need to commit at least 2 hours to this exercise. But I'm gonna break it up in the day. I'm gonna do it all at once in the morning, or at lunchtime, or in the afternoon, and so on and so forth. So I was with my doctor yesterday. Dr. Peart. Hi, Dr. Peart. I hope you get to log on. So he says, Claudia, you know what you have to, you know what you're supposed to do. And every single one of us know what we're supposed to do. We just don't choose to do it. And therein lies the problem. So the consequence is not immediate. That's the thing. It's down the road.
I know, but I think sometimes it's not that it's easier in the moment to do nothing.
And to do nothing is also a choice that you make. To do nothing. But whether you don't do, it is going to cost you one way or another. Whether that cost is going to be positive or negative, it depends on the choice that you make. So, as one of my clients said to me, Mason is his name. Hi, Mason. Very nice guy. I met Mason, the Mason company bike in MSD and one the O's was a quad. So I won the O's what I need to do. Never have no money. But I told him what to do. I'm having my house now. I said to he says, Miss D, I tell my kids, so you can plant a maca tree, and water the maca tree then. 10, 15, 20 years from now, what do you think you're going to get?
You're going to juke you.
A maca you're going to get, Or you can plant a mango tree, a breadfruit tree, seeds of love, seeds of hope, seeds of action. You can plant that. And what you're going to get 5, 10, 15 years from now. So those are choices that we have to make on our own. And that's the other thing that a lot of persons don't realize. It's not your mother, your father, your sister, your brother who make things happen to you. Persons are always saying that. And I'm saying, so what was your part in this? Where were you? You were lying down. You never realized that these choices were being made all around you, right? You had no say in this, So, yes, you have no say in them saying they go to school, but guess what? When you're in the classroom, you have a say, no? When they listen to the teacher, you don't. And you go at the back of the building and play Dandy Shandy. So, for those of you who don't know, Dandy Shandy is a game that we play in Jamaica using a box. It's a box. Stuff it with paper is a box, and that's a ball. And we have two persons at either end. Tony, you know Dandy Shandy?
Mom, you're not that much older than me.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, I know Dandy Shandy.
Rachel might not know. You have two persons at either end and somebody in the middle, and we throw the ball to this person and them sight it. The person in the middle, throw the ball to that person and them sight it.
You're not trying to throw the ball to the next person.
You're trying to out the other person. Yeah, you're trying to hit the other person in the middle. Yes. But they must sight it, so they must win. You lose it.
Yeah.
But when they hit the first person out, then they have to come out. So you have to understand that in life, the choices that you make is what determine your failure or your success. I shared the live to a few folks. Let's see if they come back. Oh, hi, Melly. Thank you so much. What could kill enough people, Kendrick? Oh, the heat. Must be the heat. Must be the heat. Yeah. So you have to stay hydrated.
No, Kendrick is saying the cold killed enough people too. The cold.
Oh, cold. Oh, it's not cold anywhere now, is it?
I don't think so.
The entire world now is summertime. My geography not so good enough. Uncle my daughter Rachel could have tell me this like that now. Oh, mom, this country is cold now. That country, da da da. Happy Sunday. So Tony, another Claudia in the house. Eunice, remember you can ask me questions now while you wait on the others. Hi everyone, I'm early today, Miss Davis. Thanks for raising a great daughter, Tonya. You are a genius. Don't have to sell my lot in Portland to buy a palmetto. I'm going to do a partner. So Eunice, did you crack the code? You can tell us, how it is. How is it? Because we're still trying to figure out how to do this and to get it out there to people. So you're going to do a partner, Eunice. Tell us about it. For those of you just joining in, so we're talking about partner and how person. We started out by talking about how persons get the partner, draw them, go buy all kind of things that it's just really do that. It's not that going to bring them back any money, even though there's sacrifice to throw the hand every week or to throw the hand every month. So a couple persons started saying, "Wow, we should throw a partner." and get it as an investment. So like, so a couple of us would come together, throw the partner every week or every month, and get it going and get it together. Oh, Tony, I forgot to remind you to put up to do a link so that the persons who are interested could log in.
Oh, for the partner.
For the partner, yeah, to sign up. Tony will do it next week. So we're looking at that. So Eunice, tell us how you're gonna buy a apartment to going to do a partner. Tell us how your family or your friends or whoever got together and how you're doing it. Any more wholesale for rent? No, not that we know of. We only have that one on Seaward Drive. Which is a road that Tankwell is on. Those of you live in Jamaica. You go down Mullines Road, you turn left onto Seaward, continue down the first right turn. It's right there. You know, but it's on the Seaward Drive side. It's on the stretch. All right. So Melly says, thank you for the time and the knowledge you're sharing. Yes, Melly, thanks. You see, the more I share the knowledge, is the more people understand, the more they know what to do. And the more I have friends and family and everybody who have their own house, who can give me a catch in our room in case it come to that. I mean, I have to worry about that, right?
No, seriously.
Yeah, I mean, I have to worry about that. You understand?
It's a good feeling when you have friends that own their own property. You know?
Yes, like the other night at about. So I drove in from where was I? Draxel. No, I didn't feel hungry when I started driving in. I had lunch with another friend of mine, Jackie, and her friend Mel. Hi guys, Jan, her friend Jan. Hi guys. We were chilling, you know. I had stew pork and they had a jerk, however. I drove in, I started driving about 6 o'clock. Actually reached about 8 o'clock. I wasn't hungry. Got to my bed. Oh, 9:30, I'm still not asleep. Headache start, belly a roll, hungry. I said, damn. It's for about 8:30. So I remember Tony had gone to the movie with her friend. So I text her, I said, Tony, bring me something to eat. And I text a friend, I said, you guys, please bring me something to eat. Of course, none of them saw the text.
Yeah.
Because I didn't want to call because I thought they were still in the movie. Anyway, that never worked for me. Them come in, no food. So I said, all right, I'm tough it out. Because in my fridge, I forgot anything in there, I forgot cook it, right? Nothing in this already made. So I'm start tough it out, but boy, I couldn't tough it out. I'm gonna call my friend, man. I text my friend, Maris. No, she texted me back. I said, oops, Claudia, I never saw the message. I'm gonna say, you have any food over there in the fridge I can't eat? She said, yeah, man. I have wings and potato salad. I said, all right, I'm coming.
This is like at 9:30.
This is 9:30 tonight. This is at 9:30 tonight. So I went over there. And of course, she's such a great host, She served me, she warmed it up and everything. And she even washed the dishes after I was finished. I was like, because I was going to wash the dishes. But she actually washed the dishes. This is about 10 now, I didn't leave the house until 11:45 tonight. 11:45. This is next door, my neighbor. But she and Tony went to the movies earlier. And I tell you, it's such a good feeling to have people around you who know about home ownership, know what it is to be a good friend, guys. That's another thing.
Mm-hmm.
Know what it is to be a good friend.
Yeah, Maris can always count on us and we can always count on
her. Yeah.
We've been friends for years.
Years, yeah. So since we moved into the community. So I had a good chat, just relax my brain, and I never even have my phone coming on to no WhatsApp and no. But it was really a great feeling. So, that's one of the things through the partner. So we're still working our brains around that. So what's her name again? Eunice. If you come up with the idea and you figure out how to do it, let us know.
Mm-hmm.
So I like to share my knowledge, Melly. It's a good feeling, You're doing 2 bedrooms in Lindsay St. Catherine. That I don't know.
For what, sale?
For what, sale or for
rent?
Sophia is in the house. Hi, Sophie.
Whatever you sow, so shall you reap. Yes,
Yes,
Arnett, so true.
and that's in the Bible. So
Monica plays dodgeball.
So you don't have no excuse not to know. It is in the Bible. As Jamaicans, we all go Sunday school and we go to church at some point. So that shouldn't escape us, right? Dodgeball. It's dodgeball.
It's the American version of a dandy shandy.
Oh,
But
dodgeball.
you really throw multiple balls in dodgeball. In dandy shandy, there's just
One ball, right? And it's not a ball; it's a makeshift box. One of them pint box.
Yeah, but what happens when you stuff it with another box? It really becomes like a missile when it hits you.
In the one bedroom in an apartment in New Kingston, Armona, unfurnished. We're gonna have one renovating it. No, that's in Abbey Court. You can WhatsApp us. We'll reach with that. Nah, the renovation it take long. We're still the plumber is to come in. Let me know so you need somewhere. And the price. You can WhatsApp us 292-6776
or 370-8138.
Right. So that's gonna be there. Abbey Court unfurnished. Gonna have one up in Stony Hill to unfurnish. Tony, remember to bring the form. See, Melly asking about the form.
I wonder if I can make it now.
How are you gonna make it now? You don't even have a laptop here.
I have laptop here.
I'm saying cold kill people too. Yes, Kendrick, we figured it out. That's what you were saying, yeah. I don't understand how cold kill people though. I mean, don't you have heaters? Well, I guess they're probably out on the streets. That's why the cold kill them. Right now, I have to be sleeping up underneath my window, boy. Because I don't have any AC here where I am. So I have to be under the literally under the window. All right. So Marilla says, blessings, Claudia and twin. Tony, I'm a twin.
I know.
Drama queen or any wholesale. I mean, wholesale that's being sold. Don't think that the Chinese will keep that among themselves and sell it. England is rainy and damp. Wow. Well, at least you're not hot. Rain is not a bad thing. I actually quite like when it rains. When it rains, I actually stay home. I don't bother drive up and down in it. So you want more information on the Draxel property, which will be coming up, future development. Yes, lands are coming, houses are coming. You need deep pockets. That much I can tell you. The Fairway Estate sales finishing at like 360 here now. So definitely know you're not getting any 3-bedroom less than that. And these are up on the hill. First phase of Draxel's finished at, I think it's 160,000. I'm talking in US, guys. 160,000 US. You're not going to get any cheaper than that. So deep pockets or people with some partner money, start show the partner from now. People, are you saying that where is a bad place to do business because of the gang war and it's not on the main? It depends on what kind of business you're running. The Chinese seem to do well wherever they are with a wholesale. They don't need to be on no me. They do well. They work good with the community. See, everything is about teamwork and working good with your neighbors. How do you get to the Vistas Runaway Bay Phase 2? I tried twice and couldn't find it. Gave up. Vistas. Where's that?
So the Savannah. Right across from the hotel. The Savannah?
Oh, Savannah.
Mm-hmm.
We're actually entering from the back now, Safi. But if you turn left in front of Grand Bahai Principe, just make the first right turn on a little dirt road that you see there. And you drive right up onto it. You will see a wall running along on the back. What happened? We used to go through phase 1, but we're no longer going through phase 1. That blocked us out. So if you're trying to buy one of those, are they sold out? But we have no 4 beds left.
4 beds.
4 beds. You can call me and then I arrange it and you get access. But that's where you turn. But the entrance is going to be through phase 1. It's going to be one big phase when they're finished. Yeah, Monica telling us again about dodgeball. Thanks. Hi, Marvin. Wish the new money had new value. Laugh out loud, we'd still be broke. Is you give the money value, you know? Is that the money give itself value? Is you give it? Like I was looking at it and saying, I should save some of these for when I'm teaching Xander and Xavier Monopoly. I should really use real money, Tony. And these money, the new money is indestructible, right? So if you wet it up, it don't mash up. If you tear it, you can't tear it so easy.
Everything is destructible if you give it to a toddler.
Well, so I'm thinking to save the $50 and the $100. I've started already. And actually use them as monopoly money. But then it came to me, why don't I use the old version of the money? But the old version of the money is so easy to destroy. So of course I went back to saving the new version. The new version. So I'm gonna use to teach them.
But maybe, well, you plan to use the money or just play games with it?
Just play games with it.
You could always laminate the old money then, if you don't plan to use it.
Laminate the old money. That's a good idea, Tony. But I have to laminate a whole heap of money. I'm gonna look at the Monopoly board again and see.
Or what you can do is do colored photocopy versions of the actual new money and then laminate that.
And then laminate that.
If it is you don't want to give them your actual money.
Oh, or do want to lose the opportunity to use the money to do something else. Yeah. That's a good idea. Good evening, Claudia. 160,000. What can I buy?
So US?
US? How much is that in Jamaica? Multiply that by 145 for me too. Wishing new money had new value. Remember, the value of the money is the value you give it, Money not have no value within of itself. Is you give it the value.
23 million.
23 million. And which parish we're talking about? Mike? So it depends on the parish.
Can I get something in any parish for 23 million?
Well, Portmore.
That's St. Catherine.
Olaba.
Up to last year, this would have been a 1-bedroom in Kingston.
You can get 23 million now in Brunswick. Brand new 1-bedrooms just come out. We should have gone there today, but we didn't. So we're gonna try and go in the week. What's the name of the complex? Give it a name, yet?
I only call it the Sagicor complex, but it has a name.
It has a name. Sagicor funded it actually, but a brand new complex. Some apartments. They're 1-bedrooms. I think they're 21 million. I suppose you can still get something in a Vista, Mandeville. Depends on what you want, though. A lot of you tend to want houses, but I can tell you houses are. I see these people in Camelot now. Topsoil, plant how much grass, the amount of money they're spending. Wall, this, that. I'm thinking. Yeah, you may have been better off in an apartment complex. Especially for those of you who don't live here. You know what I'm saying?
But
so
I think
you need to rethink your strategy, guys.
They like the opportunity to walk around their yard.
That's overrated. It really is overrated. It's
overrated for us because we're used to yard space. But when they're coming from countries like Canada, where half the year it's cold and you get 2 months to step outside, you really value that little land space.
Totally. No. No, you don't.
You don't?
No. No, you don't. I built in Red Hills and I barely go in the backyard. Hardly. When I'm at Camelot, I look through the window of the kitchen to the backyard.
Have you ever been in the backyard at Camelot?
I was there 3 weeks ago because Rambo was planting a cherry tree, 2 soursop. Yes. Plant something else. What has him plant?
I don't know. Oh, your orange tree.
The orange tree, yes. I got those from Hope Gardens and I said them in the pot 4 years now. Before COVID, them in the pot. Before Xanderborn. No, we got them with Xanderborn. They were actually Xander's gifts. They were Xander's gifts. And something else came when Xavier was born. So I said, let me plant all these things. I'm suffer enough. But I tell you, now them commit me now for going to go water them every 3 weeks at least.
But I think like maybe in 2 years, you're gonna actually have more reasons to step outside when they've grown and they've shaded the backyard and they've started bearing fruit.
The backyard is overrated. You know, the only way the backyard makes sense, guys, is if you're committed to spending the money to really deck it out with outdoor kitchen and lounge area, pool and just outdoor living space. If you're committed to that, it's worth it. If you're not committed to that, I would say go after an apartment where all of that outdoor space is already there.
Okay.
You understand? It's already built and it's there. You enjoy it when you want to.
So are you going to be committed to putting a proper backyard at Camelot, or you're just going to cut grass?
This is it. That's what I'm saying. And every time I cut the grass, I'm vexed.
But you paid for the extra land space. I hope you do decide to do something with it.
I paid for the extra land space in the Jeep, but I'm more paid for the view that I still don't look at. But something's overrated when it comes to real estate, people. So remember, 36.
That's 36 million US.
Plantation in St. Anna. Those are like 100, 120, 130 one time. I don't know what they are now. It's not a scheme that I actually sell. What is 36? You trying to say 36,000 US? Are you trying to say 360,000 US? Yeah, that's what Fairway is selling at. Yes, I personally do, and I will love to see those plants flourish. Backyard can be an orchard or garden of fresh fruits and veg. Oh Lord, them something cheap in Jamaica. So that's the thing. Why I think it's also overrated. I said Tony spent a lot of time trying to grow. Yeah, try to grow. Carrot. Xander just goes with him truck. Zoom, 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 zoom.
That was the end of the carrots.
And that was the end of the carrots when they came up. So that's what him just driving truck straight through it. Killed every single one. Not even one leaf, you know. When's it try to grow?
I did cucumber.
Cucumber. What else?
Beetroot.
You get any beetroot or any cucumber?
I got enough to make one jug of beetroot juice, and that was it. That was it.
And how much time was spent?
I think beetroot was actually the easiest thing to grow.
How much time you spend?
A good amount of time. I mean, I was there watering and de-weeding from August to December.
Mm-hmm. And do you think your time could have been more productive? In other words, between August, September, October, November, December, 5 months of. Didn't you have some pop show one time? I know I do it a pop show.
Yeah, the pop shows died.
Exactly. And how much you bungalow pop show in the supermarket?
That's so cheap.
How much? How much? Tell the people.
I don't know.
About $50?
No, Mom, it's more than that.
$100? Monkey money.
Maybe about $150.
Monkey money. That's $1 US. So I'm saying, what is the cost? You have to look at what is the cost benefit. What is your time invested in this? The time value. So you spend 4 months. Could have studied something else, more productive. You could have thrown a pod down for 4 months, buy a palmetto pines. Your brain could have been more. It's certain things if you're not doing on a large scale, it don't make sense. So backyard farming don't work in Jamaica. So not that I want to burst your bubble, Melly, but backyard can be an orchard or a garden of fresh fruits and veg. But guess what? Planting take 1 year for come. How much planting may I get some me plant my plant tree? If I wait 1 whole year, I still have to go to the market to buy the planting in between. And when I do get the planting, if I have 10 trees, I only get 10 bungle. And I still have to give them away because me alone can't eat them one time before them spoil. Me personally, I know backyard farming is not profitable, neither in money spent nor time spent. So I don't fool myself. I take my $1,000, $2,000, go in a supermarket and pick up 2 cucumber, 2 tomato, 2 onion, wait, pay feet, walk out of the place, and I'm all right.
And having the food in bulk too, unless you really have something to do with it, it end up wasting it.
It's wasted. The only thing I said Tony did was she got a lot of pumpkins. Pumpkin galore. So she could have feed the whole neighborhood with pumpkin.
So much pumpkin.
But then she didn't sell the pumpkin. And then even if she did sell the pumpkin, the money for the pumpkin not good either. You'd have to have a whole 10-acre pumpkin.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys. Some things not worth it. Some things.
It was a nice feeling to give them away, though.
Yeah. What's 36 million? Face blue smiling.
Oh, the figure that we were trying to figure out up at the top.
Oh,
we weren't sure what it was.
Yeah, 36 million. Yeah.
Jamaican dollars.
Jamaican dollars.
What can that buy?
No.
No what?
Claudia, 36 million JA in upcoming Draxel bill. Divide 36 million by 15,000, roughly. And you know how much square foot a house that is, roughly. And it depends on the roof that you choose.
36 million
divided by 15,000. Could be higher than that, no?
2,400.
Yeah, roughly. That's a big house. New farming technologies, they're hydroponic farming. Yes, but somebody have to do it to study it and learn the skill and invest.
I know at the Heart School they teach it.
Not to any great extent.
We went to the trade show and they were showing it.
They were showing it, but other farmers are using it.
Maybe it's just not there yet. It takes a while to get here.
I prefer buy the thing from the farmer. I'm not using my backyard for that. I'll plant the one orange tree and the one mango tree and the one timber tree. Because yeah, I have to plant back some trees in the environment. But I'm not going to do this to live off it. If I was going to do it to probably live off it as part of my pension fund, what I would probably do is buy a 10-acre of land, put in the fruit trees like the ackee, the breadfruit, the mango, the avocado, pear. Yes. I'd put in a whole orchard of those trees, nurture it for 5 years. And then every year I would have those fruits to sell and to be part of my pension. I still think I could have done better with the money, so I don't bother. Yeah.
Steffi says land is precious and you should keep it at all costs. You don't need a lot, but it's a must for me. Give me future unrealized opportunities.
Future unrealized opportunities? Safi. The future, we don't sure none of us here have the future. Everybody listening to me now, including Tony and myself, we do not know if we have the future. Right? So that's why if you have it now, you have to make the best of it now. So that's why I say if I had the land, I would have just go plant the tree them now. Because I know I might not have tomorrow, the next day or whatever. Right? And then if you do get tomorrow, and you do get the next 20 years, and you do get the next 30 years, and you haven't prepared for it, it's a whole nother problem you're in. Sure. So do if you do, and don't if you don't. That's not the term.
Don't if you do.
Damn if you do, and damn if you don't, something like that.
Yeah, damn if you do, and damn if you don't.
So you would plant mint, basil, and rosemary. And do what with it? And do what with it?
Doesn't like apartments. Neighbors are too close.
Mint, yeah, mint. You make mint tea, but that's cheap too in a tea bag. As a matter of fact, our neighbor have one big one hanging over one of our property.
No, I didn't realize it didn't grow that big.
Yeah,
I thought it was just a little thing in the ground, but it's a
big tree, man.
Over 10 feet tall.
Yeah, and it all mess up the wall because the water can't get for drain off. So it can be a nuisance. Rosemary.
And the mint is so strong that if you have it,
you get a headache from the mint, or you get diarrhea.
Diarrhea. It's a good diuretic.
There will be a phase 6 at Camelot, so I understand. Don't know the price.
Will it be houses or townhouses?
I don't want to spread propaganda, but I think it's townhouses, they said. So there might be a phase 6, yeah. Call them if you want one of those, and those are townhouses. Like to know realistically on land family owns in the countryside will be how much to build 3-bed, 2-bath approximately. Multiply it by 15,000. Multiply 1,700 by 15,000 for your low budget. And you can go up to about 25,000 for high budget.
25,500,000 roughly.
Mm-hmm. You can save on that though if you're the contractor. So only way you're going to save on that. You're the contractor, you hiring everybody, and you going to buy everything. Farming to eat is impossible, more a hobby. Yes, Kenrick, agree with me. Mm-hmm. Says Kenrick. Thank you. You can't farm to save yourself unless them on a big farm. Right? Backyard farming don't feed you. You have to go out there go buy from the farmer. Home in your Draxel property coming up. Mike. Yes, Mike. Budget 400,000. If it come in less, you better. Yeah. So that's about 60 million. Yeah. Why is building a concrete dividing wall so expensive? Is there a more affordable alternative? Why accounts for the high? What accounts for the high costs?
Steel, block, cement.
Cement gone to 1,500 a bag. Steel, I think hovering at 80, 90,000 now. But you can use chain link fence, Stuffy. Stuffy, you don't have to use block and steel. Why? If you're between neighbors, it's a dividing wall, so it's between you and your neighbor. You can use chain link fence. What else you can use?
Can use flowers.
I don't think Safi was talking about flowers.
No, but I've literally seen people do the base with the blocks, then they do chicken wire and some poles,
Yeah.
and then they plant this bush thing.
Yeah, the Areca palm is good for that. You can also use PVC fence. PVC fence selling active traders, and my whole people do PVC fence.
Can the board too?
Can the board? Board don't work though. I tried board rotten after a while. Don't go that route. Forget about that one. PVC fence, chain link. I wouldn't have block. I do. Yes, I do block. I've done block and steel between neighbors, but I did the block and steel. Why did we do the block and steel? We have done it with more than one property. We do the block and steel
for permanent.
For one, we had the blocks. For remember, you do construction. So if I do construction, blocks are usually left over for some strange reason. Because when we're calculating the blocks, we don't usually take out the windows and the doors. So you always end up with more blocks.
Mm-hmm.
So we have the blocks left over. We also usually have steel left over. So yes, if you're doing the construction yourself, usually you can put up the block and steel. Also, why I put up a block and steel at a property that I own to is because we were on the corner. No, we were the last one on almost the corner. We had 5 other people beside us. We're back to us, to our side. So I didn't want, so this is our property. And these are the 5 other plots going that way. So I never want this one put up chain link, this one put up zinc, this one put up block, this one. So I decided, you know something, let me first, then I put up the entire wall on the stretch. Because I never want to deal with nobody pussy or dog or whatever come over my yard. So me just put the fence on my side and put.
So that's why you did it.
Yeah, man, I beat them to it. But you can put up. If you do the construction yourself, usually you can put up block and steel. But if you buy a ready-made house already,
which I think is what happened to stuff.
I think that's what happened to stuff. You have a Camelot, yes. So you end up now having to go find all this block and steel and everything from scratch. That's when you realize, oh, this thing is costly. And usually the neighbor doesn't want to help. So that's another thing.
Yeah, because the neighbor is in the same dilemma. New house, new mortgage, new house problem.
Yeah. Maybe don't have no money either.
Yeah.
But I don't see why they need block and steel. Just a simple chain link fence to solve that.
But you know what I've noticed? Like when you walk in these older communities, there is no block and steel fence between the neighbors.
Yeah. All of them are barbed wire.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It's a new generation of people who want this block and steel. Why? It's true. When you go through Cherry Gardens and all those places, them have hedging and chain link fence. So, I don't know. I guess it's a new thing. When is your Draxel property coming online and does it come with a garage? I have to look at the drawings. Were they considering a garage? I think they're considering rooftop deck though. Not so sure about the garage. I need to check. Not coming online until maybe next year early. Can I get a house spot in St. Anne for about 5 million? Oh, come on.
Well, St. Anne is a big place.
He said Draxel area. He was specific.
What? 5 million? Jamaican?
Come on, not even Clarendon, no. Or
no, you can get something Clarendon
for 5 million.
Yeah.
Not even Spanish town. Tamar, Draxel is a, what's the word I'm looking for?
Premium.
Is a premium now. Show a partner and buy one. So find some other people with money.
Someone wants to know about the wholesale.
It's on Seward Drive, the road that Tankwell is on. What about if your neighbor want a wall fence, but I want something different. Put it this way, Dwayne. If the neighbor is willing to pay for it, let them put what they want.
I don't get it though.
No need
Usually
for-
the people want the wall. It's when they can't afford the wall, they get something else.
Yeah.
So what is it that you want doing? So maybe you and a neighbor could do half and half. The lower part of the wall and then something else on top.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Mar, Draxel is out. 5 million. That is nothing. Can't get nothing. Anything named Draxel, forget that. House in Draxel is like fine dining audit.
That's true.
It's a main, and Draxel hasn't even taken off like that yet. The commercial still coming. Still trying to build and put in them stuff. Persons who bought Tales of Draxel Phase 1. Some of them have started, but I think it's only maybe 10% have started construction, right?
I haven't been there in a while.
Yeah, 60 something lots. I think it's maybe over 6 houses gone up already, and they're massive.
Like mansions, eh?
Yeah, castles, massive. So forget about that. I mean, you need at least 200,000 US now just to buy a piece of land in Draxel.
Well, probably need a park.
And that's a small lot, like a half acre. Yeah, you can get a driveway in Draxel. Oh, that.
No, a driveway is probably going to cost you about 5 million.
Yeah. So, Claudia, will you be living in Draxel also?
Wish.
We have investment in Draxel, but why you say wish? You don't want to live in Draxel?
We have more important things to do.
Put it this way, we have other projects that is lined up well before we reach to that.
Yeah.
Even though the Draxel contract says you're to build it in 2 years, you need to go read the contract and see if you have a big penalty that you're going to face.
Probably do.
And see if you can live with the penalty.
Oh, so Drama Queen New York's asking about the wholesale. It's the wholesale on a main road and what's on the top.
It's on a semi-main road. So Mullines Road is a main road. Seward Drive is also acts as a main because it's connecting persons going down Bay Farm Road and so on. But Seward Drive is not a main. And persons use it to coming up from 3 miles, coming up, trying to get onto the boulevard and so on. And you have the community of, what community that name? Mr. Bay Farm, but it have a name now. Oh, somebody tell me the name of the community. What's on top now is just an open building. Don't finish yet, unfinished building upstairs. I would say for somebody to take on the wholesale, you need to be in wholesale business already. You must be in the business already, so you know your demand. Or you can also use as warehouse space. So in wholesale, you need warehouse space. You can use that as your warehouse space, right? Olympic Gardens. Thank you, Melly.
There you go.
There you go. Olympic Gardens, Waterhouse. Yes, those are the communities surrounding it. So Mike, will we be living in Draxel? Mike, we live all over the place, especially me. I don't like to be one place. I don't know. I'm a nomad. I'm 50. How much again? Do you remember? 57, I think. And I think I've lived at 26 places already. Yep.
Yeah, 26.
Yep. If I check them off right now, yep.
It's a lot,
Yeah. And a lot of that was me on the road, so moving from year to year to year.
Bouncing
around. So I find that when you stay one place and you're stagnant, you're missing opportunities. Because since I've even been at Camelot just hanging out at that house, I've seen so many opportunities. I'm like, hold on, all this is going on. But if I'm in Kingston, Spanish Town, Portmore, each parish comes with different opportunities. Since I'm hanging out at Palmetto Pines on a Saturday, I'm saying, hold on, opportunities are there.
But you know the worst part when you're in one place too long, it takes longer to change out your furniture.
That's what you worried about?
It does. It makes you sit down with the old furniture forever.
Forever. And
you don't change
you
it.
don't change it. And it make you sit down with the same thinking.
At least when you move to other places, more than likely something's gonna get broken along the way and you have to get something new.
And when you're going to a new community like a Camelot, a Draxel, and so on, you meet more people. Think about it. So you
different
have
types of people.
different types of people. You open up your space. Camelot have 600 houses. I mean, just being a part of that community, you have access to 600 persons. Think about it. So you need to really move around the island so you know what's going on. Different parts of the island have different opportunities. Like I was at Palmetto Pines, every Saturday I'm there, I'm saying, wow, Dovecat just right up the road. Meadow Rest just down the road. It's a good opportunity. It is. You think about it.
To do what?
I was showing any business surrounding Dovecat and Meadow Rest Estate, any kind of burial business. Think about it. Think about all the spin-off business that comes with burial plots.
I know, like the other day I learned that there's a business called draping the grave. And that's literally where you put flowers and fabrics and stuff
right
in the hole on the day that the person is going to be buried. I didn't know that was a thing, but it is.
Yeah. So in every space, there is an opportunity. Every part of the island comes with an opportunity that you can take part in. You have to just see it. But what I found, if you're on the outside, you don't see it. So if you're living in Spanish Town where there are no universities, and then you move to Kingston 6 where universities are there, you know, different opportunity, guys. If you now move to where the call centers are in Portmore, for argument's sake, then you now see another opportunity. You understand?
Yeah.
So in real estate alone, when you're on the North Coast, they're all about vacation renters. So it is a totally different space. And there the opportunity is just wide open. But guess what? You see, if you're not in the space, you're not gonna see it. So you have to open up yourself, right? When I changed my demographics, I used to just target Portmore, Spanish Town to sell buyers. And then I changed my demographic to overseas market. I realized the overseas market never wanted Portmore, Spanish Town. Them want North Coast. So I had to get myself out there. I just drive around for the first couple months. All I was doing was driving around, learning the place. Every morning I jump in my car. I drive go exchange. I drive go on the other side, which is St. Mary. Then I drive on the next side, Trelawney. I go up into the hills. I'm just learning. That's what I'm doing. I'm learning. So what are the opportunities here? If you're stagnant, you're gonna be dead. It's like stagnant water. It is of no use, which is why the Creator created a cycle of water to move around, right? So you notice the rivers, they flow. If you notice the sea moves, has waves, it moves. You understand? You have a cycle of water that evaporates, it condenses, it comes back down. It's the same water, but it is moving. If you notice how the earth forces move. So you have to get up and move yourself. If you just sit down in one place, literally just sit in one place for 5 days, what do you think will happen to you? You think you're going to be able to forget about that chair there after 5 days? Hell no. You will not be able to. So the universe in itself teaches you how to operate within it. But you must pay attention. You must look. How did the Creator set this up? What was his intention? What does he want me as a human being to do? Or even the animals. Tell me which animal you see don't move up and down. Huh? Only domesticated ones that you take and put in a yard like the dog. If the dog get out a door, the dog sleep on a different place every night. I kid you not. So therefore, you have to understand. Just look around you. The birds, the ants, they're all moving. And they're moving to different places and they're exploring this and they're eating this and they're making new friends and they're just going through. Do it. And you're going to see that if you were in this place at this time, you would have known that this opportunity was there. I'll give you an example. I looked in the pay. At one point, I wanted to build a container home. I just want to take a container and refurbish it for the fun of it. And I started looking to clean up a container. I saw a container come up from us, I think it was 200,000 at the time. This name was a Peter's Fee, somewhere in St. Mary. I jumped in on my car from Kingston and decided to drive, go. In reaching, what is the name? Retreat. So I turned through Retreat Content, turn go past the police station. I book up on a development, Tranquility Glades. I was going to look for a container. I saw it, I turned back, I said, wow, I'm gonna do something else. I said, all right, I'm gonna look on the container and come back. I went up there, looked at the container, realized it was some aluminum material. I said, nah, I don't want this to pop down, too much problem. Turned back, went on the location, and I met the developer, Mr. Scott. So Scott said, yeah, man, I'm doing these houses. You can sell them, no problem. I'll pay you. Just like that. I wasn't looking for no house for sale. But I was going to look on a container, and just by me jumping in my car, driving all the way to St. Mary, I met a developer and I went on to sell those houses.
But that's how you really started selling on the North Coast.
Yeah, that's one of the big developments that I've actually sold on the North Coast. It was one of the first development that wet my feet on the North Coast. And that was just by me changing my position. Just driving for go look for something. And sometimes I do that, sometimes I not go look for nothing. Just I drive aimless. But guess what? Opportunity just right around the corner. It is literally around the corner. But one of the things is that you have to train your eyes to see opportunity. That's another thing, right? You have to train your eyes. Mike says, I'm 10 years older than you. What does that mean? Where that conversation come from?
Demar says, what about the new Richmond townhouses that are being built now?
Those are sold out. Those sold out already, yeah. And they're big, massive things. Mm-hmm. What if you just start in the wholesale business?
If you're just starting the wholesale business at the price that the wholesale is renting, it's going to be hard for you to get yourself going if you're just starting out.
No, you have to know what our income is going to be, an expenditure.
How are you going to know that if you're just starting?
Right.
In a wholesale business?
In a wholesale business. And you need 3 months. You need first and last, and you need a month's rent.
Right.
So you're going to have to outlay $390,000 right away. I would say you need to be in this wholesale business before so that you have an idea of what it is going to take. You have to do the maths on it.
Claudia, what do you think about this area, Landovery in St. Anne? Oh, we've been to Landovery.
Yeah, it's at the main. That's where rich money is right there, Landovery. That's where, my next scheme, what did I know name? Paradisiac. Mike says, Claudia, I'm 10 years older than you. What was the conversation? I'm interested. What were we talking about
work
before?
Out your age and the amount of time you've moved.
Oh, so Mike is 10 years older than me. Mike, you're in Jamaica? Are you? So Mike is 66, 67. Sometimes I feel the box. I'm born 1966.
How can you asking Mike where he is? How does that affect his age?
No, I just wondered if he's in Jamaica. Maybe we could meet and have a drink.
He might. A date.
No, not a date. Just sometimes I'm stop at AC hotel and I call up somebody and say, hey, you want to come have lunch with me? Or have dinner with me? Because I do drive around alone. I argue with anybody.
Odette says, I appreciate your perspective on moving around.
Yeah, man, you have to move around, guys.
It's just a reminder to the new Ecosted folks. Remember to reach out to Claudia and Tony. I would like to see if it started. Oh, I can send a link now, actually.
You build the link? When did you build a link? I never see you build a link. Huh? Use this build a link?
No, I was doing it on my phone.
Ah,
It was actually for the partner. Let me see.
What a technology, man. Technology, guys.
Sent
All
it.
right, so Tony built the link. Those of you are interested. So what has happened? EcoStead is another company that was formed out of us just talking on YouTube Live. That company has gone on to buy land, 22 acres in Portland, and we're now in the process of getting the approvals for it to be subdivided. So that company has 20 of us as shareholders, and we put in our money as shareholders, and we're doing our thing. As a matter of fact, that company is now richer than when we started, right? Um, and we've literally doubled our investments already. So we could now roll up back the land and sell it for double the money. But I'm sure everybody as shareholders will say, no, Miss Davis, we're not selling, we're staying together. All right. So Melly now wants to start another EcoSell group, but this time, instead of, so for the first EcoSell, put in a lump sum, each of us put in a lump sum of money. So this time, Melly says, it was Tony says we should throw partner, so that we throw partner, and instead of taking a draw, it's actually like a, what's the word I'm looking for? Like a share. What's the word I'm looking for? It's like you're buying shares. Is the word I'm looking for, Melly? It's like you're buying stocks or shares in the company. So let us say the partner hand is 10,000. I'm using the word loosely. Let us say it is 50 US dollars a week or a month or whatever. Then this is us putting that money. So let us say 10, 20, 30, 40 of us came together and said, let each of us throw 50 US dollars a month or a week or whatever it is. We put that in, and then we would use that to buy real estate. Not necessarily real estate for any kind of subdivision, but real estate just to buy real estate. So for argument's sake, we could buy a Camelot, or we could buy a Phoenix, or we could buy a Draxel land, or whatever it is. And build our portfolio like that. So that's what Melly's talking about. The book club is me to set the date with the book club. What happened? I'm in the middle of some renovations, and I'm really trying to get them out of my head. I should get them out by the end of when? This month, you think, Tony?
My own is gonna be finished at the end of this month, but what about yours? You still have the Abbey Court to do.
Still have the Abbey Court, and I still have the Everest. All right, so I'm trying to get them out of the way to clear my head space. What happened? My Sundays seem to have been taken up. Saturdays are more taken up with Palmetto Pines and other stuff that we have to do. So it looks like a Sunday, which is when most of you are available anyway. So I'm looking at either having the book club before we come on live at 3 or after. So when we come off at 5, we actually go to dinner with our family. So, and then we also have a family meeting at 6. So it would take us beyond that, like 7 o'clock. I'm wondering if the day is too long, but we'll see. It gets long. Just a reminder to also check the book club. Yes, and Melly, that's the thing. I'm trying to figure out the time. Do we come on earlier for the book club, or do we come on later?
Thing is, if you come on early, you get no downtime.
Mike, answer Claudia, man.
Mike, so with that money, I can buy a 2-bed, 2.5 bathroom in upcoming Draxel.
Which money, Mike? 350,000? Maybe. If them have 2 beds, but they're gonna be doing 3 beds. Get the money together, guys. Some of you have money in savings, not doing anything. You need to just buy the real estate. So you put the link, Tony?
Yeah, I did.
So the link is there. Those of you interested in the partner idea that Melly is talking about and Tony is talking about, then jump on it, and when we're ready, we will send you we usually meet. I set up a Zoom link or a Meet Me link or Google Meet, and then we meet and discuss it and fledge it up. The longer you stay in one place, the more complacent you become. Mental bars start to set in, and all forces seem to work against you. Keep moving, always. Yes, Melly. Glad somebody else see it. I see. Keep moving. Yes, ma'am. Stagnant, no good. Love that. Moving, researching, exploring, trusting. Thank you for the confirmation. Do it. Yes, Beverly. It is very important. Keep moving. Right? Now, for me personally, we pack up our bag or suitcase and we draw it and we go somewhere else. It could be a house that I'm building that I've half finished it. We're moving it and we'll finish it around us, right? And then we'll finish with that. We do the same thing and we'll pull out again. We start another building, we'll do the same thing.
That's gonna be harder to do though with top lines.
That's the thing. It's gotten harder now because of what Zana is able to deal with. I don't think it's Zana's even will be the problem, really, because them could have care less where them is.
I know, but when we live in a construction zone, it's harder to keep them out of danger.
Yeah, no, kind of thing. Yeah.
Because we've literally lived in places without tile on the floor.
Yeah, yeah. That can be rough. And then, but them seem strong. Because Xander went through the whole thing of just going out to nursery, the cold and all of that. That was last year, like September. But I've noticed he's been very good. No more cold. Xavier just went out in June. And of
July.
July, and the first day the picnic got in the nursery, him catch cold. The very first day. But I notice he's getting over it. So I guess them have to just build up their immune system. That's what's going on here. Are there serious plans of Palmetto Pines drainage system? Yes, there is. We're actually now in the back trying to clear the drains. Now the thing is, that whole St. John's Road area have proper drains.
I know.
They have discovered they have good drains. They just don't keep the drains clean. So,
and I think what happened to the drains are not concrete drains. So
yeah,
somebody literally has to bush them every month.
Bush them, or them not you drains. Them is literally bush. Are not culverts.
Yeah.
So Palmetto Pines changing all of that. We're putting in the proper system. So I actually have drainage drawings. We're putting in the proper system because the police station needs to get active. So that's one thing. So once we solve that drain problem on the front, the police station can get active. So we are taking the water off the road, taking it through, taking it round to the back. Where there is a proper drain. There is a proper drain. Just that nobody paid attention. And because this land is 99 acres, just remember what that looks like. You can't walk out that. There's some serious land in there.
I know, because even though they're working at the back,
you can't see them.
We can't see them.
No, you can't. So we're working on that because we have to catch the levels properly so that we don't end up with water can't flow down to meet the drain. The proper channels for it to go out. So yes, we're working on that drain. That's the first thing we're working on. If we don't get the drain right, we can't get the development right. Also remember, Palmetto Pines itself will have a perimeter wall all the way around it. Because, well, I know about that. When I was in Fairview Park, Winter's Pen never cleaned them drains. And the big rain come and flood me. Because I was at the mouth. I was at the back of one of their lanes. And the rain come, you see, wash straight through, man. But
I remember the whole entire house was soaked.
Yeah, but we put up a big wall at the back, friend. You think that me flood again? Never. So I put up a wall to the back, and my neighbors put up walls to the side. So of course them couldn't flood me. So Palmetto Pines will have a wall right around it. So any water in Palmetto Pines is water that fall in there now, right? Like on the roads and so on, and your land and so on. And those waters will flow on the road, go in the drains that will be under the roads and head out to where it is supposed to be. So the wall itself will stop water from coming from other sources onto the Palmetto Pines land. So that's the first line of defense, those walls, right? But no, the first line of defense are proper drains. That's the first line of defense. The second line of defense are walls around your property. So those of you who have problem with people with drainage right now, with water coming onto your property, first thing you can do is put a wall around it. And it's actually legal to stop the water from coming onto your land. The water should actually flow. So let us say behind you, water is coming, it should flow. So what they're doing, Palmetto Pines at the base of those walls will be the drains to take the water away that would normally come onto the Palmetto Pines land, right? So yes, they're doing what they need, what needs to be done. The developers are doing what needs to be done to make sure we're not flooded in Palmetto Pines. We'll also be having a shopping center in the front. So the entire section of the land in the front. So from the front, you won't see the residential Palmetto Pines. You'll only see the entrance. What you're going to see is a beautiful plaza on the front that is there, just like you see in Portmore and all over the place now. That's going to be there. So yes,
It's gonna be lovely.
it's gonna be nice. So you get these nice roads, and you have your six-a-side football field and your lawn tennis court. I wish I had a lawn tennis court on a scheme when I was younger. Oh, lawn tennis court, badminton court. No, not badminton. Sorry, lawn tennis court, basketball court, netball court, six-a-side football field, a kiddies play area, and a jogging trail. Game changer. Those of you who love activity, you love living in Palmetto Pines. Plus, it's land, so you can build your own house.
As fabulous as you want it.
Yes. I still don't know about any 2-bedroom in Instead yet. What's the budget drama? Mike, he lost a lot of weight, Claudia. No, I know. Well, went to the doctor yesterday. Said I lose 5 pounds. I think 5 pounds made that much of a difference. I'm not even trying to lose it. All I'm doing.
Get on that treadmill.
Yeah, I need to get on treadmill. I don't even get on that yet. But again, I'm a budget.
Mom, but what's your thing with a treadmill? Can't you just go outside and walk?
Nope. Not interested in going out there to walk in no sun and no mosquito. First of all, if you come out 5 o'clock, mosquito kill you.
No, you be coming out like I get up at 6. You can walk at 6. No. It's not hot.
First of all, I like to walk with my headset on, my music. That's what powers me. I can't walk and chat to people. Hell no. No. I like to listen to my Michael Jackson, my Whitney Houston, my Tina Turner, them power music there. Donna Summers, that's what I like. And I can't deal with people that talk in my ears. No. For that hour, I just want to listen to my music. I'm my headset have surround sound. I'ma just blast it.
What I do know is that when I walk with my headset, when I'm walking up the hill, it's actually easier and I get through it much faster if I'm just listening to the music and walking.
Yeah.
Versus when I'm trying to talk to my friend, because it feels like I'm almost losing energy by talking to get up the hill.
Yeah. As I don't like it.
It takes longer.
Plus, when I'm on the treadmill and I have on my headset, I don't need to think about any cars or any dog that might jump out at me. There are just so many variables. I don't like that.
Mm-hmm.
I like to control my space. My baby father say I'm a control freak. That's true. I like to control my space. And I like to control. Like I like to control the environment around me. I'm sorry, guys. I am just like that. I'm a control freak. I try to control everything.
Oh, when Mike has sleep mode, he's now saying you look so much younger.
Yes, Mike, you have sleep mode. Anyone? Awesome, Tony. Send it across, Tony. I appreciate that. All right, it's there. Layaway. Something like layaway. Yeah. You know, you want a settee here, you're going to think they're going to see the Indian name. You see, you can't pay down the command. That's a good thing. Layaway.
So you guys doing a layaway plan in a group setting?
10,000 to enter the partner and then 300 a month. Here your chest biggie here.
10,000 what?
10,000 what you talk about? How much Jamaican you talk about?
US?
No, but you can't say $300 $1 a month. No, that's not a money. So she must be talking. You're talking in US. And a new development in Trelawney. I don't know yet. Who is out there now? Nobody. Everybody pull out now. I want to do it similar to your routine, someone else's. Scroll down. All right, let's get to the presentation. I want to do it similar to your routine. Someone else suggested the partner. Yeah, who suggested? I thought it was you, Melly. Melly, but we could just discuss that idea as well. Oh, Melly, so what was your idea? It was a partner we were talking about. Any land for sale in Santa Cruz, St. Elizabeth, always have lots of land. But the thing is, we not out that area. What kind of currency is? Yes, Sophia, what kind of currency is that? I forget that all. Kind of currency, Jamaican. I think of Jamaican. 300 Jamaican, a monkey money, man. 10K for sure. Earlier, please.
US, yeah.
UK. Oh yeah, earlier doing so earlier. Yeah, so that probably come on at 2 for the book club. 10 p.m. now. Oh, it's 10 o'clock now doing. Oh yes. Yeah, true. We have to do it earlier, Tony, not later. So I have to bear that in mind.
Mm-hmm.
Overseas based persons what Ika said too. No, we're not focusing on anybody. Ika said one is heavily with overseas people. Out of the 20 of us is only 4 of us are local, I think. But no, focusing on who is like minded and who wants to come in. Give them cod liver oil. Wow, them couldn't even drink that much. My mother used to drench me with that in a man.
Give who carnival?
Xander Azema. Kirk, my mother used to drench you. That was not nice.
Oh, it's carnival oil you used to get?
Yeah,
To do what?
for build up your immune system to stop it from having cold. True. Yes, Kirk. But no about that one there. These rumors spread. This is Khalid sample. These rumors spread about people who are involved in terrorism, and that I hate terrorism and racist violence. I will be loyal to NATO for a job in defense. I don't know what Khalid is talking about. Me go to the gym and talk to no one, just music blasting. Yes, Zanaki. See, we can't talk to nobody, man. Claudia treat me bad, you don't answer. So that about in St. Thomas, New Bill 37 JA.
What? So what about in St.
The only thing I know in St. Thomas is
Sunset?
sunset. You want a sunset? You need to check the price. You need to check the price. Why you want
What's it called again? Is it Sunset Cove?
You can't go thing there too, you know, Mike. What if them having more houses up there? No, brain is not what it used to be. Lancewood Meadows. Lancewood Meadows is up in Exchange. Are you in Jamaica, Mike?
Mike is in New York, Mom.
Oh, he's in New York. You can go Lancewood Meadows. I forgot check if in the house. So they have 3 bedrooms. 1 bedroom is on the ground and 2 bedroom upstairs. Standalone houses, but they're 2-story. 2-story, Mike, if you want to buy. Is Mike says he's 10 years older than me?
Mm-hmm.
So, Mike, you need to tell me if you want a bungalow.
The bungalows are finished.
Bungalow them finished, 2 beds. I have knee problems, so I tend not to want a stairs business. But I'll build stairs. Just don't want to go up them. So yeah, Mike, send me a WhatsApp 2926776. So K says, Miss B, 10K US. We want to do big things, Miss B. K, sometimes you have to start small, remember.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you have to start small. So the thing is, we have to figure out how do we figure out the payout. So for EcoStead, it is each person will get a lot in the development.
Mm-hmm.
So that's one payout, right? And of course, we'll share in any profits because we're doing subdivision. But for the other idea, something like this now, let's say I buy a Camelot. You have 1 Camelot, there are 30 of us, or maybe we'll buy 2 Camelot. What's the payout? How we pay out? Do we sell one of the Camelots, pay out the profits? Do we rent out the Camelots? And I don't know. That's all we need to decide. Okay, we can do that as a group.
Yeah, because you won't get the money immediately if you're going to come a lot too small to be renting out. It's not like you guys building a whole apartment complex for long-term rentals or anything like that.
I mean, Camelot too small.
It's a single house. You can't get enough Airbnb money off it for 30 people in profit sharing.
But it depends on when. So it will be for capital gain then.
Mm-hmm.
So that is it. Those are some of the things I have to decide. Oh, Mike is in upstate New York. Okay. I don't know where that is, Mike. I've never been to America.
Or you guys buy it together like timeshare, then everybody get a slot to use it.
I don't know. But the persons in Jamaica wouldn't want timeshare because they don't have any use for it. They want to live here.
Yeah, but they might want to take a dream weekend down to Penang.
You could use it like that while you wait on the capital, but it would mean you'd have to furnish it. But you could do it like that while you wait on the capital gain.
Mm-hmm.
So as a group, we'd have to decide, are we doing this a capital gain? Are we doing this a cash flow? Are we doing this to use for ourselves in timeshare, as Tony says? It's up to the group to decide. Pool enough funds on the purchase of land and subdivided. No, Melly, I'm already in Ecostate. I can't start the next group doing the same thing. Because no a conflict of interest. Because when I find one property, who do I give it to? Do I give it to Ecostate 1 or give it to Ecostate 2?
And not only that, too, what if we find land in the same general area that we're both selling at the same time? Ecostate 1 selling this, and then Ecostate 2 selling that. How do you sell them? Timeshare is foolishness.
Yeah, you could sell them, I think, Tony. It's just two different developments. But the thing is a conflict in the beginning of who gets the property to develop. Is it Ecostate 1 or Ecostate 2? So mainly, I don't think the subdivision will work because I'm already in Ecostate. So somebody else could start and compete with us in Ecostate. Like whoever will compete with Gore and Richmond and everybody. When I think of the sanctuary of the farm mill, too far up. I know exactly where that is. I know that's too far. Especially for overseas persons.
Good evening, kind of winding.
And the road is winding. Man, there's a part on that road that break off one time.
They probably fix that by now, Mom.
I know the place well because there was a piece of land there for 10 acres that I had selling for 5 million. And every day I think about that place and I'm vexed because I should have just bought the place. So I had to be driving it all the while to show a person. So I know the place very well. I know the area well. No, for overseas persons, too far up in the hills. I mean, you actually pass retreat. You pass tranquility glades. No. Someone buy that Jamintel property in St. Thomas and put a decent, yeah, if them will sell it. Reaches program, but I'm loving it. Seems accidentally sit on it. Very motivated. Hi, Gloris. Thank you for accidentally finding us. All right, let us get into
I noticed that we now have 110 persons online. Usually we are just at.
So thank you. Those of you who are coming on new, thank you for coming on. And remember, we're here 3 o'clock every Sunday talking about real estate, finance, money. Melly, who you telling you don't have to join? Just bring us together and teach us how. Oh, bring it together and teach you how to do it. Again, I'm going to still feel like it's a conflict of interest. I still feel so because I would have to guide it. Melly, let's see. But you could start small, Melly. Camelot sold for Camelot and Phoenix. Well, Phoenix self was a 15, 12 in the first phase. Consider myself a 30 million now. 25, 30 million. Right? Camelot 17.3, 18, 19, 20 million now. Selling back for 34, 40 odd million. So you see, and that's over a year. So if it literally was 15 of us who bought this, each person putting in them 1 million, the money double. You'd get 2 million back if you sell. You'd have your 1 million back plus you'd still have another million. Or you keep the whole money in there, you buy 2 more at the same thing. You understand what I'm saying? So it can't work with small funds, just to say. Yeah, I don't agree with the timeshare thing. Timeshare is a family. If a family want to come together, fine. No competition, just enabled folks to get a property once title in hand, they do what they want. Really? It's a little conflict of interest. Good day. You think Jamaica long-term rental property is a good business? Only if you had bought this property long time, like us who haven't been in it for a while. You can't rent, you can't have one house. So like a Camelot, not a good rental income property for one. So the Camelot took a rent anywhere from 80,000 maybe to 120,000. Your mortgage is anywhere from 100,000 to 150, depending on your age and how much the bank gave you the loan for and so on. So you can see where you can be losing money there because your maintenance money, you have this, you have that in the long term, right? For you to make money in long-term rental in Jamaica, you need to have built the property yourself, meaning you build that cost. You never buy a property where somebody built already because you're buying that person's equity in the property. So the person selling the property for 30 million, you could have built it maybe for 20, 25 million. So you see you got in at a lower price. One. Two, you also need to have a multi-unit property, not a property with just one tenant. So just like in the States, you have a duplex, a triplex, a quadruplex, a sixplex. And I learned that from playing a game called Cash Flow by Robert Kiyosaki. Cash flow game is like a Monopoly game. Mm-hmm. Cash flow game. Those of you who have played it, we actually own one and we use it. When the kids get a little bigger, I'll train them on it as well. But that game, the cash flow game, you have a quadruplex, it making that, how much is a mortgage, you do all of that maths. And you have to learn it and study it and know when to buy, when not to buy. And in the game, it teaches you that the single houses are for capital gain. So you buy a single house for 20 million Jamaican, just like a Camelot. You buy with 20 million, you sell it back for a 30 or 40 million. Capital gain, not there for long term, right? Remember that. Partner may be an opportunity to pick up more investors for the next development, right? Jam down, rich dad, yes. Good day, family. Good day, Lenny. You're late, Lenny, man. You just have come in. Motivation for the souls, right? So remember, for long term to make money, you need to have more than one tenant. So we're talking about the duplex, not even the duplex to make money, guys. We're talking about the quadruplet, sixplet. I don't know what is 7 or 8. Somebody can tell me. But multi-unit on the building. Also talking about you building the unit yourself. So you have to build the unit yourself. That way you're not buying somebody's equity, you're not buying somebody's profit. You are building at cost. Just like if you buy shoes, you buy the shoes for $50, but the man who built it, he spent $25 to build it. Same thing with the real estate. So you're going to spend $25 million to build it? Yes. And then you will realize your profits from the rental. What you missed some stuff at the top thing.
No, it jumped.
Scroll up, down. Sorry,
this way.
No competition. Just enable for yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Look how what?
Where are you reading?
Up here. Look how EcoSted 1 and 2 will merge. Okay, I fight for the EcoSted 2. That is if the EcoSted 1 people agree. Good day. You think the Jamaica long-term rental properties are good business? Well, I just answered that. Okay, it's a good business if you do it the way I just told you, right? Okay. Mm-hmm. And don't buy. All right. So them tell you about you must diversify. Good strategy, diversify. So listen, guys. Pick a niche in the rental business and hang out in it. So if you pick short-term rental, pick short-term rental. Get all your property in short-term rental and hang out with it. If you pick long-term rental, if you pick seniors living rental, student rental, whatever, but pick the niche. You can also pick a geographical area and hang out in it. That much I can tell you, that works too. Or you can pick a developer and hang out with them. So let's just say we decide, we're going to buy all of the Goros. Anyway, Gore Guard, we're going to buy one. So we'd buy a Phoenix, we'd buy a Camelot, we'd buy a Montego Bay, we'd buy a Trelawney, go there everywhere, right? Or a Matalan, we say anything on Matalan fly with, we'll try to get one. So our next company, Chemtech, or the government one, Housing Agency of Jamaica. I used to follow them around too, but that kind of stuff. But that works. So either pick a geographical area, pick a developer. Let me say again. Pick a niche that is in either rental market. Pick a niche and just hang out in it. You can pick a commercial niche. You can pick a geographical area, like you say, all right, I'm gonna hang out in a Portmore. You know, I made a mistake when I came into this business. One of the first houses I got to sell was a Waterford house, 3.3 million. I was young in the business. I had people lining up to look at the place. That alone should have tell me. And if I get a Waterford tomorrow, I have people lining up and I'm saying, Claudia, why did you not pay attention? If I had bought every Waterford house, no matter how mash up it is, that I got to sell is a gold mine. The Waterford houses are now at 12 and 13 million. Easy money, right? If I just sat in that geographical location and bought them. The other one that would have been good was the quad. If I just pick a quad, no, quad is not geographical location. Quad is
Well, technically.
type. Because
They're
quad they're
all
all over Portmore, but that's still geographical. But
Mhm.
Waterford more in one place. So that's why I would say geographical. Quad. The minute just say, may I buy every quad to fly past me and just buy the quad. Okay? I tell you. Those are the things. So you don't have to go do no subdivision and go build nothing. You can just hang out with a developer and go and throw the partner and the money a pile and as boom a developer come and say, all right, yeah, me I go buy that from Gore. Yeah, I'm gonna Trelawney, I'm gonna Mandeville, I'm gonna me a pen, yeah, man, I go with him. And you just do the right round the ring and you're not even have rent out there, so make a lot them up.
Right, and a lower hanging fruit is the same land banking with new residential lots.
Yeah. Like a palmetto pine.
Like a palmetto
Yeah.
pines. And it's less work because the house you have to do some form of maintenance with the land. It's literally just cutting it.
Or not. Unless you cut no land where you have. Stop telling people rubbish. She not cut nothing here. They don't land them bush up. Sometimes when the neighbor call, oh Claudia, this land here. I'm like, yeah, you can go ahead and bush it if you want, but I don't think we're gonna get around to that. But them a ball about bush in the land because them either park here or them a do something on the land. So yeah, call me for do that. People always want to put all the cost on you when I'm not even there to benefit from this cutting of this land.
But it's
Because
your land.
I live at a place where I have to cut the people beside me land because them don't cut nowhere either.
True.
So land, yes, Tonian is right. Land is a low hanging fruit that you can also get into. Look at Hills of Draxel. If you had bought a Hills of Draxel for cheapest one was 85,000. In 2 years now, it's at 200,000. You could have rolled it up back and sell it. Or you go on through the partners and say, you have more money, you buy next one, and so on. Until you can start sell back the other one, or you look in the portfolio and you say to yourself, which one has probably reached its maximum amount that it will go to. And I can't even say that because every time I look at the development where land was sold, and I think, yeah, man, I think this is a low and I don't because this reach a maximum. I may check out the Mr. Rockstone. Somebody really pay that for that? I kid you not. So land is a low hanging fruit because usually cheaper. And as Tony says, maintenance is minimum. And there is no need. You can put up a sign that says no trespassing, no dumping. Or the next sign, no trespassing, no dumping. There's another sign.
Restricted area.
Restricted area. You put up those signs and you fence it round and you're done. The barbed wire fence it and you're done. With the house, maybe can't even lock up that and leave it. You have to go rent that out. That'll bring in some income still. But it's a little bit more because somebody has to be there taking care of that, right? So that's the thing. Need to start learning course for Jamaica long-term rental. Everyone talking about Airbnb. Thank you for your info. You need to start learning course. Oh, I need to start a course. Oh, for Jamaica about getting into long-term rental. Everyone talking about just Airbnb. That's true. We were in Airbnb and we came out.
In some shape or form, Jamaicans have been doing long-term rental.
But not on a profitable scale. They might just have a little extra room and them rent it.
Mm-hmm.
But the way how Robert Kiyosaki and those guys do it, that's the way to do it.
I know, especially in America and Canada where they have 135 units for rent. I mean, they've literally built a building just to the rentals.
And that's another model that we could do for EcoStead too.
What do you mean?
Yes, you do you do a subdivision, but it's for condos, it's for apartments to rent, not to sell.
Okay. And they use that to pay back the mortgage loan.
Right, and it's an ongoing business because you're making income and all of that, So therefore, You can show the bank that this is the income and then use that income to give you a loan to the other business. But that would have to be said that that is a strategy that we're using. Understand? I think is Melly, our key. Right. So sometimes it would look as if we're not really talking to you guys. But remember, based on the question that you ask us, sometimes we're thinking it through. So like the same ecosystem 2 that we're talking about now, Tony and I will bounce ideas of each other. You put something in the chat and we have to pick up on it and say, yeah. So, yeah, as just said, talking about Robert Kiyosaki's idea. So those of you who will jump into the book club, that is something that we can look at. His model can be replicated right here in Jamaica. We have to do it in certain places. So like the dense zones, we have to do it like in a Montego Bay or St. Andrew or a Portmore. So for rental, you have to in the dense zone, right? We can't do up in the hills or up in the bush. Yes, Darren. So remember to jump on the book club, sign up for the link that Tony, you know how much people sign up already? There's something you can check.
Yeah.
I need to get in a presentation. It's almost 5 o'clock. Thank you. I guess because there's no development like that in the area, persons are concerned. Where? Water, light, proper road construction aside. Oh, Palmetto. There is a development like that, of course. You have Civil Meadows 3 is on the same road. Civil Meadows 3 is down the bottom. And I can tell you, another big development is coming on Spanish Town Road. The land was sold recently. In terms of gated, the nearest one to us would be Civil Meadows 3. The next nearest one to us would be going up the road, turn left, the Belacre development that we just finished selling off. Going up further, that would be, what's that one? That I did the apartment complex on the same Belacre Road.
13 persons fill out the form already.
Oh, 13 persons have filled out the form already. Thank you guys for being interested. And as the YouTube live plays throughout the week and persons think they will sign up as well. What's the scheme up above Belacre called, Tony?
I'm not sure of the name.
They did apartments and they did house.
Lee Country Club.
Lee Country Club is above us. So the thing is,
there's one further up the road.
There's one further. When we started at Belacre, we were the only gated on that road. And now you're going to see, because in the parish council, other persons have now bought 6 acres and 10 acres on the same road, just waiting for the development. So don't look at it to say that is only when Richmond went to Richmond out in Priory. They were the only people on that main, gated on the main. Remember that?
Oh yeah, that's true.
They were the only ones on the main, in the gated. And they took a chance and they went. That's what pioneers do. We don't worry about who is there or not there. We're not interested. We know we coming. So we are the game changers. We're the trend setters. That's what we do. So in an investment club like an Ecosted 1 or Ecosted 2, remember our military, the people who would jump into something like this are game changers, trend setters, not people who scared or wonder, check reality, that there is no development like that in the area. Persons are concerned, water, light, proper road construction and sidewalk. We will go in there and up the game. Just think about it. That's what Richmond did. They went in there and they upped the game. When Gore went to Trelawney with Florence, they were the only one on the road.
Yeah.
And then came Chemtech with Stonebrook. And who else is there? They were alone.
But they have a lot of phases in there.
And they have a lot of phases. Look at where else? Whole heap of place. When Matalan them did build Mona, and them alone. But never wanted.
Funny how times have changed.
How times have changed. So when you go to the location, check reality. You're the game changer. You're the pioneer. You're the trendsetter. You don't want to jump on your ass and say, people, I'm going to look for new frontier. And you're gone. And when you reach, you go so boom, and you stake your stick. And you say, yes. And yes, so it there. This is where we're going to start. And then everybody run come follow you and know around you. But guess what? You have a head start. That's what Richmond did, literally have a head start.
Not only that, too, not only did they get a head start because they were the pioneers, but they created a standard that everybody else had to match.
Right. Yeah.
And some person's still not matching it well, but at least they're trying to match it.
So now comes along Paradisiac. There's another one coming out there as well. Draxel came along as well. So, yes.
And what I liked is because they were pioneers and they staked and came good, they literally made the other developments pull up their bootstraps and said, we have to offer a better product to the Jamaican society. And you want to be in that position where you force other persons to do better.
Yeah. So you have to be the pioneer. We don't sit down and wonder what other people do. We make it happen. We do it. And even if them say, oh, it's before your time, Claudia, whatever, I guess I'll catch up. Yeah, I'm off to come. There's nowhere else to go but up. Is there? Nowhere else to go but up. Yeah, that's it. So Mike says, Claudia, I can also live in Mona. You can also live in Mona. Yeah, Mona. There's a Mona selling there. Was it 50 million? You're 37 million not going to get in Mona though, Mike. Remember to send me a WhatsApp. Remember to tell me you're Mike. I have a whole heap of WhatsApp now too. Buju, I Claudia thinking of long-term rental in a gated community in Port. Must be Portmore and trying. House is fully paid for. It's a bungalow. Yeah. Yes, Buju, you can WhatsApp us to try and get it rented for you. Is that a bad idea?
For long-term
in Portmore? Well, you said the house fully paid for, right? It's a bungalow. So we have to look on a return for investment, which we're going to discuss in our book club. Those of you who graduated from book club 1 will jump into book club 2. We do all of those things. I bought a property and I want to get solar. Any leads? Yes, you can call Mr. Bernard. Find Mr. Bernard number for me. I'll send it to them. Give it to them on ear tree number again.
Let me find it.
Can change the name from EcoStead if that will. Melly, me does love if I did spirit. Doreen Lindsay. Hi, Mrs. Claudia. Hi, Doreen. Hi, Claudia. Can you skim over the info for the partner phase? Please, I missed it earlier. Wayne, I hope you join on the link. The link is in the chat. Look for it and sign up. So what we're trying to decide is if we're going to get together as a group and start what we call a partner, meaning each person throws some money every month so that we can do investments in real estate. I'm a part of another group where what we did, we put in our money one time, we put in the capital one time and bought the property, and now we are in the process of getting approvals for it to be subdivided. So that company is a company that's a development company. It's actually called EcoStead Development Limited. That's what it's called. I think we have a website, don't we? Is it live yet? EcoStead have a website called, what's it called?
EcoSteadJA.com.
EcoSteadJA.com. I don't think it's fully everything. All information is there, but Tony and another member, Shauna, started too. They were tasked with getting that website up and running. So basically, that's the EcoStead model. So EcoStead is all about subdivision, development of land. So another group on here, Tony was talking about it and wanted to start something where they paid monthly. I would invest in similar thing, real estate. I'm saying it's a conflict of interest for me to go the same subdivision route that EcoStead did if I'm a part of this other group. I think it would be a conflict because when I find a property, I'm thinking, do I give it to EcoStead one or do I give it to this other group? I don't want that in my brain. So if I'm going to do this other one, it has to be a totally different business model that we go with, right? Totally different business model. And I just gave you a business model, which is one of them would be to build apartment buildings and rent them out, which is what the Kiyosaki people do. Another one would be to buy and for capital gain. So you buy, as Tony said, either buy land or you buy houses and you sell it back capital gain. So that's what we're talking about, Wayne. So jump on the chat so that you can jump on the group, sign up your name on the link that Tony put in the group so that you can be a part of that discussion, because I will call a Zoom meeting and we'll discuss it further. Do I know if it's resolved? Sunil? No, I don't know. I'm not out there. Sunil, you should be on the WhatsApp group, man. Come on out of a WhatsApp group. If you're not on that group, get on the group. That's how you're going to know. And when you get in there, remember you have to put in your water tank, right? And your pump. I'm Miss Claudia, entered from the first Zoom class. What new? Just catching the view. I'm in the final stage of getting the title from title office. Good. You know, I just like when persons from my class come back and tell me what's going on, because they usually get so motivated and pumped up that within a couple months I'm just buying them property and I'm buying 2 and 3 and them doing them thing. Yeah, that's what I love that. Yeah, man, I tell you, and persons who thought they couldn't do it, just a little perspective change. Think about it. All right, Claudia, I will take you to dinner when I visit in October. I need Airbnb.
21 days, please guide me.
Oh, you want an Airbnb, Mike? All right, Mike, you know you must talk to me on the WhatsApp. Let me see if I can get you situated. When you're coming in October, sound like you're going to buy cash or a loan. No, it look like you're going to buy cash. All right, so talk to me on the WhatsApp. I could see if we can set you up. Sound like you want to return to Jamaica too. Good place. And Lola, I'm watching you learn so much from you. Have a great week. All right, hi Lola. Is grading a steep slope plot worth the hassle, or should I just sell? As retaining walls gonna take a massive chunk out of my starting cost. Lenny, you can pay 10 million for a wall, or you can pay 2 million. You have to look, check around. It's a stone wall you want, have a good guy, Natty. You can check around, man. Like that strategy. Winston with strategy. Guess you going to be part of the group too. But Jamaica need it though. Do you think we're processing? We love it. It's D. You are processing. We love it, right? Do you think investing in a construction delivery truck is a good idea?
Well, like a dumper truck?
No, I guess a truck that you pick up from the hardware. If you have the business, yeah. If you have the business. What's the situation with crime in the area, St. John's Road? I haven't heard any recently. Most of the crime is in the Spanish Town area. And crime don't touch you if you're not in criminal activity. Remember that. So even if we put you in Vale Royal, if you're in criminal activity, the crime will follow you into Vale Royal. Or them wait till you come out the door. Remember that. Do you do Airbnb in a deep rural area like Sligo Villa up in the hills? Unless you have a specialized Airbnb. Like suppose you came up in the hills for river or camping, cook some curry goat. When then you teach them how to maybe light some fire or if use Dutch pot or if some little things. There's a young man on Airbnb. He's one of my Shauna introduced me to it too. Chucky. Go on the Airbnb and search for Chucky. Very good host. Chucky does his thing. He has a board house and he gets guests to come. So it can be done, but you have to have your own flair and your own what it is you're doing. Right?
And the thing is, persons who choose an Airbnb, there's 2 types of persons. There are persons who are just coming and need somewhere to stay, and then there's persons who are coming who want a little adventure because they're new to the country, to the island. They want an experience, right? And a big part of the Jamaican experience is that down-to-earth, rural type of activity that the more foreign type people will gravitate towards. If you're providing that's if you're providing
function. It like for ride on donkey cart, sleep in a hammock,
not everybody wants to go and stay in a gated community Draxel,
right?
Where everything's just the same, you know?
So you have to build your there's this one named Stush in the Butchers I'm thinking of going, which is a dining experience, but it's way up in some hilltop in St. Anne. So you have to build your experience and your own clientele. Yeah. Some people really want to go up in the hills.
Yeah.
They really want to drive in them humpback Jeep and
they want to sit down and talk to locals and grab a beer and play some dominoes.
Yes,
you know?
They really want to do that. Walk barefoot and just chill.
Yeah,
some persons want to do that.
Yeah, because with the countries that they're coming from, that's not an experience that they get to have.
Yeah, they want to see the chicken run up and down in the backyard. They really
do.
Cut
it and drain out the blood and you know
they want that. They want that. So if I ever got back into this Airbnb thing, seriously, I wouldn't do the cookie cutter ones that they do now. Because those are really just people coming for 3 weeks, 2 weeks to maybe they're looking at property on the island, like maybe Mike will be doing shortly, or they come for business and so on. I would really want to give a real Jamaican experience.
Yeah, and mom,
You
you're
know?
coming from that type of Jamaica. I personally didn't experience it because we grew up differently, but you have those kind of experiences that people still, that type of Jamaican experience still appeal to a lot of people.
It does. It does.
Even the simple act of climbing into a mango tree to pick mangoes.
Yeah.
To eat. I mean, we had some Australians with us the other day, and that was just something they really enjoyed. As simple as
we. I mean, yeah. So you have to think about what type of experience you want to give. Any property can be a tourist property. Anyone. You could have their way up in the top of Blue Mountain top. People hike up Blue Mountain every day. To do what? To sit down in their cabin and look on the sunset where them can barely see. But guess what? It's an experience. It is an experience. So yes, you can do it. You can do it, Diana. But you have to think about the type of experience that you want to give the person. Right? Kay says we're doing investment, not banking. It takes time. Yes, I agree, Kay. It takes time. See solar system, strawberry number there. Put EcoSted 1 and 2 on rotation when you find properties. Oh, that's not easy. Sold Drax, what if some? But you know, come to think of it, I see so many investment possibilities every day. But don't have the funds to do it, which is true. We maybe should open up our to more people who have money. Eh? What if someone miss a payment? Right, that's something we discuss in the group. Kiyosaki don't build though. He purchased properties that are already cash flowing, right? So that could be a model. Could be a model as well. Thank you for that, Winston. I hope you join the group. We can seriously look at it. Audit, retreat, and cultural activities, right? Yeah, party and tourism. Some people don't even know what coconut look like on tree. Rasmukuna and Chucky laugh out loud. Yes. CK just give you the thing there. Go and look on Chucky and Rasmuko kitchen. Marketing is important too. Yes, Audit. Community tourism in Sligoville. Yes. Farming adventures, Trenchtown. We had our clients. We had some. It was Australia that we come from too.
Yeah.
Who actually wanted to go to Trenchtown. And Tony had to call her dad and said, Dad, I need help. These guys want to go to Trenchtown. And he facilitated it. He said, me not going back down there because I had too much memories. I used to live in Trenchtown as a child. The whole heap of curfew. That was where gunmen came in on my.
But you know, it's funny, like when we were driving there, like my dad had so many stories.
Yeah.
Like so even before we got to Trenchtown, he was telling what raid happened here, what happened in the 70s, what I was like, I don't even know all of this.
Yeah. So for them it's an experience, but for me it's trauma. So I didn't know. I'm saying no, I will count me out of this one. I not even put in my foot.
And when we got there, you know, after we did the tour, we just sat down underneath a tree made up of some board thing. And for a good hour, we were just listening to this Rasta man tell stories. Yeah,
that's it.
And he had a little thing, and he shared it with them. And I mean, just that it was crazy. But
was there a cost for the tour? When you reach Trenchtown,
there's no real cost, but you get them some.
You get them some.
Yeah.
So that's what they want. The real Jamaican experience. You know, just to learn even how to roll up flour and make a fritters. Throw it in a Dutch pot where I cook on a coal stove or some wood fire. You know? Just that experience, the real Jamaica. If you can build that kind of a niche, then you're good. Tony, you think it's fair for me to start this? We're having such a good time talking that the presentation has not been done. Winston, how do you join the group? Tony, put back your link. Winston is asking, how does he join the group? We'll go with you to Stush in the Bush, piece of land, need there too. A piece of land there, son? Piece of land near there too for sale. Oh, what you say? Yes, Kay, when you come to Jamaica, let me up. I don't reach there yet, but I really want to go and experience what it is.
But you guys have to book in
And
advance.
I learned about Tush in the book from a tour guide group I was in. I went on a tour guide course that was a 2 weeks course, 10 days course. Yes, 2 weeks. And that's where I learned about Tush in the book. So you see what I'm saying? You have to go and meet people, go, and the course was what? 15,000, I think it was.
Mm-hmm.
You have to change your position, change your life. That's how you do it. You change your position, you change your life. You meet new people, you go on new adventures, you do this, you do that. That's how you do it. So Winston wants to join the group. Tony, put by the thing in the chat, the link in the chat. A safe Airbnb, I'll stay with you. Mike, I'm only for safe Airbnb, Mike. Yeah, Tony, put the link in the chat. Oh, thanks, Kay. You sent it to me. Tony's gonna put by the link in the chat. Remember now too, so you join a group like this. So in Ecosted 1, we actually have a format to fill out for your beneficiary. So just in case something happens to you, it's a person you put on that form, the beneficiary, who will now hold your shares and who will benefit from anything. So don't think that if something happens to you, nobody's gonna benefit from it. No, you're going to name a beneficiary and the shares will be transferred to them, and any benefit that arrives from the company, they will get it as well. So we don't worry about those things. We just do what we have to do now for ourselves. Remember, guys, you can plant a maca tree now, water it, nurture it, everything. 5 years from now, y'all get some maca. Or you plant something else, a fruit tree, fruit of love, a fruit of hope, a fruit of money, investing, and so on. 5 years from now, you're going to reap something of way greater value than even what you put in. That's just a synergy that happens when persons work together. Just imagine you're building a house. You take the mason, the plumber, you with the brains, the architect. Imagine how much people into this whole house building. And at the end of it, and you spend 20 million build a house, get the people together and all of it. At the end of it, it is valued more than the sum of its parts. So it's valued more than all the money that you put in and add it up. It's valued more to more people, to not just you alone. It becomes of value to the people in the surrounding area who see it every day. It becomes of value to the persons who get to occupy it, who get to live there. It becomes of value to future generations. Down the road, we're living in how people are living houses that them great grandmother did build all long ago, back in the day. They benefited from it. So it is an investment. Everything you do know today is an investment in 5, 10, 15 years on the road. Now, as I hear most Jamaicans always I say, but Miss D, me got dead anyway. Tony, isn't that a famous saying here? How many of you have heard that? I'm saying, no, the way you doing all of this and you soon dead. You got dead anyway. It's true. Death is gonna come, must come. As one thing is sure of. Once you're born, it will happen. But there's another side to it. There's another side. And as we wrap up the YouTube live today, we're gonna do the presentation next week. As we wrap up the YouTube live today, oh Tony, we need another link for the book club. Or we're gonna release a link for the book club next week as well. As we wrap up today, just think about this. Death is sure. It's coming. We just don't know when, we don't know how. But suppose you live. Just think about that.
102.
Suppose you live. Suppose you live and you never planned it to live. That's what I'm saying now. A lot of persons don't plan to live, which is why when it gets down to it, they suffer because you're thinking, oh, I'm going to die. You're actually begging to die.
At what age? 65?
You're
like,
begging.
Age?
No, guys. You do what you can do now, today. Because guess what? You're alive and you can do it. And whatever you put your energy, your heart, your brain power, all the things that the Creator gave you, naturally, when you're gone, it will help someone else. Just think of all the things that we enjoy today. This YouTube studio that we're on today. Some of the persons who worked on this and made it happen, they're gone. They're not here. But their creation lives on. And we're able to enjoy it today.
Not only that, so some of the quote unquote rich families with dynasties that you're seeing today, and you're like, oh, these people are rich and they're not doing anything.
Yeah.
It's because somebody did the work beforehand. And that person wasn't selfish to think, but I'm gonna die anyway.
Yeah. So I don't want you to think like that. I want you to think that you're going to live.
Mm.
Yeah. And if you live and you didn't do anything, which one is worse? What is worse? You sit in your rocking chair saying, oh, damn, why didn't I do that? Oh, hell, why did I waste so much of this? You know, come on.
I know, and the longer you live is the more things you have to go regret in life.
Tell
you
me.
didn't do the right thing.
Tell me about it, right? So the questions are finished, right?
Yeah.
All right, great.
Let me see. Let's make sure.
So Lorna said, somebody says, I love the idea. I love the partner idea, but locks, 10,000 US. I wouldn't worry about that, Lorna. Just join the group. I saw us to the side. So fill in your name. Robert also build brand new apartments to rent out too. That person have to understand Jamaica would be new in apartment building. We don't have any much apartment that's already there around for years. Of course we do.
No, like whole complexes that are for sale.
That are for rent, you mean?
No, for sale, because you'd have to buy a complex with like 100 units.
Oh, that's what Darren. That's what Darren coming from.
Yeah.
Are you building your own?
Yeah, that's what he's saying. Like we could build.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Here's Zan. Him wanting food. That's true, Kenrick. Wanting food. We have to come off of this now. I believe Jamaica can create billionaire from real estate. Yes, Darren. Scroll, Tony. Yes, I can. Most of our billionaires are real estate moguls. Melis, Tony, Portmore, Spanish Town, Mobile, Bull Bay, apartment ideas. Yeah, not Bull Bay though. Thanks for the insert, Claudia and Tony. Right, Monica? Is that the last question?
Yeah, that's the last.
All right, so thank you everybody for staying with us. Those of you who don't have our numbers. So my number is 2926776. And that's on WhatsApp as well. Tony's number is 3708138. Remember that we sell real estate for clients. So if you have a property you want to sell, Portmore, Spanish Town, wherever, St. Andrew, you give us a call. St. Anne, St. Mary, we're mostly the saints, right? Give us a call. What else we have going on? Well, Eco said have his own thing. But what else? Just the selling of the properties. Right now we're doing the Palmetto Pines. So if you want to jump on that, you jump on us. Palmetto Pines has its own website. PalmettoPinesJA.com. That's the Palmetto Pines website, right? So those of you who want to be a part of the book club, we'll do the link next week. If you need a mortgage officer, you can also ask us. We'll give you a mortgage officer. Those of you who want to explore the partner idea of coming together to do that, remember the link is in the description. So the link is in the chat. So you can get that done. All right, everybody. Thank you so much. Again, I had a lovely day today and I learned a whole heap of things today. That's why I like to bring the minds together. Because remember, we're greater than the sum of the parts, right? Thank you so much. So I must get to dinner now because, as you said, here's unwanted food. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for coming on today. I'll see you next week.
Bye, everyone.
3 p.m. to 5. Bye.